What's good, YouTube? It's your girl Goldie coming in with another video. As you can see, I'm in my apartment complex outside, chilling, ready to talk to you all. I want to chat with y'all about confrontation, conflict, and that whole concept. For the longest of time, I was the type of person who avoided conflict. I was the type of person who would bite my tongue or keep my opinions to myself in the fear that I would offend others or not get their approval or not be accepted. So, as I have been becoming and in the midst of becoming, I know the value in using my voice. I've grown to stand tall in my words and stand on it. And that has been the message strong for me coming from Spirit is to be you, use your voice, speak, be authentic, right? So with that being said, let me just spill a little tea. Let me just blabber to y'all about a little situation that I just recently ran into. So I posted a video on TikTok earlier this week because, as you know, if you watched my previous videos, I went to the GNX tour. And so I was in a restroom taking a quick, video of myself because I hadn't had the chance to take a full body picture at that point. In the midst of me taking my picture, I captured a young lady walking out of the stall and she was contemplating if she was going to go wash her hands. But she said, no, forget that. And she walked the other way. And I just thought it was funny. And me being who I am, me being my brand, being transformation and upgrading yourself, becoming the best you, living in the likeness of God, which includes cleanliness, I posted the video. And that's usually not my thing. I'm a gross girl, I don't like to diminish anyone in any kind of way. I really uplift people. But it was a moral in the story, and my intentions were not malicious intentionally, right? And so, as I am becoming the woman that I am, Spirit has been guiding me to be you, speak up, use your voice. Don't be afraid, to do you. So, I think this was a big lesson in this video. Not to mention, this video on TikTok is at 50,000 views. Mind you, I post quality content on TikTok regularly. Barely scrapes 300 to 400 views. The people love some mess, right? So, anyhow, this video got a lot of traction and it was a lot of negative energy included in it. It was a lot of negative, harsh comments, mainly directed at me. The cause being, oh, maybe she didn't want to be in your video. Man, why are you recording in a restroom? And while I understand or understand those sentiments, this is America. You know what I'm saying? And I, America has many laws and all of them not being of much value. But I do understand at the same time that most people don't realize that we're living in a matrix. Most people don't realize certain values. They'd rather rage over a small concept of that rather than basing it on the moral of the story. The lady's integrity, beside her not washing her hands, was not at compromise. She was fully dressed. It was to me, in my mind, in my world, it was okay, but to those people it wasn't. So I was faced with the conflict of dealing with all that negative energy, which I put it out there. I was the one being shady from the beginning, right? So I think that's a part about conflict and confrontation, is being aware that, yes, there are consequences for your actions, but at the same time, if you believe in what you're saying, if you stand on it, if it's morally intact, stand on your business. Don't chase the people pleasing ways. I could have easily went down a rabbit hole of, oh, all these people and da da da. No, I feel how I feel. Cleanliness, take care of your hygiene because it's in the likeness of God, because other people are involved, not just you. Nobody want to go around touching things, surfaces where your hands been up your behind. You know what I mean? So that was the moral of my story. While I do empathize with putting somebody on blast. And I just really think that this was a message from Spirit first, the video going viral. Because I've been manifesting this content creation for a while, and I'm fully aware that my time is near where it expands for me and I grow in this area of my life. So I think it was a message from Spirit telling me that acceptance from each person is not a thing. Everyone is not going to like you. Everyone is not going to agree with your idealisms. Everyone is not going to be on board with how you feel or what you think. And secondly, I think it's a part of standing in your truth and just believing in what you believe in. because most of those people in those comments, they were trolling pages. They didn't have videos, they didn't have pictures, they had fake names. And this just shows to me that these people hide behind the camera. I bet you in their everyday lives, they don't have the courage to speak up, speak out, defend themselves. So they go online to try and do it and project, and that's where they feel big. That's where they feel important. So my mirror, me using my voice, however it might have seemed to anyone else, me promoting myself in that way or me expressing myself in that way offended so many people. It was supposed to. You know what I mean? If my mirror is looking back at you and you're offended by whatever I say, however it might have come across, it was divine. It was supposed to. So that was just all interesting to experience. And furthermore, I just want to get on here to encourage you to always be you, stand in your truth. And no matter how harsh or how things might come off or how you think people might perceive you, because it's blessings in that. And I am not trying to go viral or be this person coming from a ill, malicious point. But as I was saying before, it's the moral that everyone's not going to like you. Everyone is not going to agree with you. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with accepting yourself. So that was that, chat. If you would like to see the video, go check me out on TikTok, Goldie's World 360, the same as my YouTube. And I just encourage and implore you to be authentic, be you, even if it's a little shade in it. Duality is indeed a thing. Duality is a thing. It is okay to be both sweet, kind. If to know me is to know me. I am a girl's girl. I'm sweet, I'm kind, I'm encouraging, I'm naturally nurturing. But that was a topic that I don't sway on. That's a pet peeve when people don't wash their hands. So I want to talk about it. You know what I mean? So I hope this message resonated with you some way, somehow, in your life. You know how the universe works. It kind of, flips things in other ways. And I'm sending you a bunch of love, a bunch of positive energy and encouragement. And remember to wash your hands when you leave the restroom. Have a good night. See you next time.